This is episode 107. G'day and welcome to the My Voice Notes series. This series came about because of you. So thank you. I was receiving feedback on how you enjoy the realness and rawness of my show and that you connect with my stories and experiences. So I decided to bite my fear on the bum and share with you my most personal series yet. I spend a lot of time reflecting and I usually record my thoughts in my phone, sort of like a journal. And now you will have access to that. Please leave me a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts if you enjoy this series, because my intention is to inspire you to break free of anything that holds you back and to know that you are not alone. All right, buckle up. Here we go. Hey, beautiful people. Today we are talking about mindset, which is my jam. I love everything about mindset because I know that once you conquer your mind, you will conquer your life. And today I want to talk about the differences with two mindsets, which are the growth and the fixed mindsets. Because science once told us, right, that our brain stops developing at a certain age, right? But we now know that the human brain, it's constantly evolving and it is constantly changing and adapting to your circumstance. Yes, that's right. You have some sort of responsibility when it comes to your brain and how it functions, which is really amazing to know. If you're in a growth mindset, those of you who are listening who are in a fixed mindset will probably have already said, yeah, whatever, Helen. No, it's not me. I don't have any control. Those of you in a growth mindset would have been like, yes, Helen, that's right. You're so right. So let's talk about these two mindsets, because I have these two mindsets in my family. So my dad's pretty fixed in his mindset, whereas I'm pretty growth in my mindset. And let me go through a couple of the differentiations between both, because if you can become really mindful of what mindset you're operating in, your life is going to become so much better. All right, so let's talk about a fixed mindset, because in this mindset, people believe that their intelligence, their talents, and their skills are fixed and static and they won't improve. That is it. So, for example, I wanted to be a singer and my dad would say to me, your voice is missing something, you're not a good singer, yada, yada, yada. In my mind, in the growth mindset, I would think, whatever, Dad. I was like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to my teens. No, Dad, sorry. I just need to pay for some singing lessons and invest in my technique, and I will learn how to sing. So that's just a little tiny example of a fixed mindset versus a growth mindset. And in a growth mindset, people believe that their intelligence and their talents can be improved through effort and through learning. Fixed mindset, think no effort. Growth mindset, think lots of effort. In a fixed mindset, they like shut down when there's a challenge or something that's like difficult and there's a lot of fear. Whereas in a growth mindset, they get excited and they start to salivate like, oh, yes, challenge, bring it on. How can we do this? Because in a fixed mindset, you're afraid of failure. In a growth mindset, you realize that failure is very useful and you don't judge yourself. So let's go through a few other things. And let me tell you, before I go on, both mindsets are very valid and we can use both. So in a growth mindset, as I said before, people will see intelligence as something that you can keep on developing. So you should keep investing in yourself. And people in a growth mindset understand that your talent and skills and knowledge and everything can be improved. And living in this growth mindset actually allows you to embrace any flaws that you have, to embrace any mistakes that you've made, and to see everything as an opportunity for growth. And accepting any sort of setbacks as part of the learning process, which is absolutely beautiful because you lose that self-judgment and that self-doubt, and you start to feel super empowered to reach your goals because you understand that road bumps are absolutely normal. It's really motivating to be in a growth mindset because you love challenges and you love risks, and you understand that there will be possible failure for whatever it is that you're doing or embarking upon. And as I mentioned before, in a growth mindset, you believe that effort and practice and repetition will lead to the mastery of whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. And you are not scared of putting in that effort. In a growth mindset, you see failures as just a setback, a little road bump along the way, and you see it as necessary to achieve your big goals, whatever they are. It's pretty inspiring as well when you have a growth mindset. You inspire other people because of your will to not give up and to keep going. And you also see other people's success as a source of inspiration and motivation, and not something to be critical of or scared of or jealous about or envious about. There's none of that when you're in a growth mindset. And also in a growth mindset, when someone gives you feedback, you see that as an opportunity to grow, and you see it as a way that someone is actually helping you because you don't take it personal. So if you do take feedback or constructive criticism personal, then as I always suggest, pick up a phone, hire a coach, and work through these limiting beliefs and conditions and patterns that you might have because they don't serve you. Let's talk about a fixed mindset. Now, listener, when you are in a fixed mindset, don't think it's all doom and gloom because you need a fixed mindset for things like driving, especially if you're a girl and you're putting on some lip gloss when you're trying to drive because your brain is on autopilot and it understands how to drive while you do this other thing. That's a fixed mindset coming into play. So just know that fixed mindsets are necessary as well. You just need to become mindful of which mindset you're operating in and to see if it is serving you well. If it's a big tick, then you stay in that mindset. If it's a big cross, usually associated with negative feelings or emotions, then you need a shift. You need a shift to a growth mindset. And this is something that I teach all of my clients. In a fixed mindset, it's like your flaws and your mistakes are something to be ashamed of, and you have this sense of giving up easily if you come across a failure or a challenge. And when you are uncomfortable, you become unmotivated to keep moving forward or to strive or to achieve your goals. You're just like, oh, it's just too hard. I can't. I just can't. If you're one of those people that say, I can't a lot, I can't, your fixed mindset is screaming really loud. So you need to tell it to pee off. So a lot of times when anyone's in my presence and they say, I can't, I will pretty much always correct them. I am such an annoying friend, but I'm such a lovely friend too. So the language that we use is so important. And when I hang around whoever I choose to hang around, I just make sure that, you know, the things that are coming out of people's mouths and the things that they're projecting don't come into my vortex and drain my energy as well. So especially if people are always complaining about something or if they're always negative about something, that really drains me. And I have to protect myself of that energy because I'm an absorber and I can absorb someone's energy in an instant. In a fixed mindset, you see intelligence and talents and skills as fixed, as I mentioned. So you don't think that there is room for improvement and to just give up. And in a fixed mindset, you sort of avoid challenges and anything that requires some effort because of that. You don't want to experience that effort and you don't want to go through that effort and you don't want to experience possibly failing because you see that as a really bad thing. In a fixed mindset, you believe that repetition and effort and practice and all of that is not necessary to grow, to evolve, to adapt, to change, to make progress and to succeed. In a fixed mindset, you give up so easily You view these road bumps, right? These challenges or any setbacks that you go through as like a permanent failure, which sucks. And in a fixed mindset, you see other people's successes as a threat, and you can feel envy or jealousy and those feelings of comparison, which is such a terrible place to live. And in a fixed mindset, you view feedback as like a personal attack. So if someone's giving you constructive criticism or feedback, what you're hearing is, you're not good enough, you're shit, and you're a failure. And I hate that because I used to be that. I grew up with a fixed mindset. So, like my dad was a fixed mindset. So I grew up with that in my house, which means I was conditioned with that as well. I've done a lot of work to break through all of this stuff. And if you are also in a fixed mindset, or you've been conditioned and raised in a fixed mindset sort of household, and you have just become aware and you're like, whoa, that's me. I can change that. Yes, you can, honey. And the first thing that I would do, as I say to everybody, is pick up the phone, invest in yourself, and work with a coach, an empowerment coach, mindset coach, and get that shit out of your life and live in a growth mindset and understand that a fixed mindset is necessary sometimes. You don't have to live there. You shouldn't live in this fixed / fear-based mindset. You should live in this growth / love-based mindset. So I hope that helps to distinguish the differences between growth and fixed mindsets. And what my challenge would be for you for this week is to always be mindful this week of, okay, when I wake up, what's the mindset that I'm in? Am I in a growth mindset of like, oh, I'm going to go to training because I know it's going to be good for me, and even though I'm tired, I'm just going to push through? Or will you be in a fixed mindset and be like, whatever, it's too hard, it's cold, stay in bed? So really think about and giggle at yourself, please. Please don't judge yourself. Just giggle at yourself for whichever mindset that you're in. And yeah, if you do need help, or if you do want more information on this sort of stuff, reach out. I'm more than happy to help you.
Is there something you're not good at? Well, just try and be good at it and enjoy the process of going through the motions of trying to be good at something. Having a growth mindset in life will give you a lot more peace, and it'll take a lot of pressure off you from thinking that you should have all the answers, or that you should be perfect, or that you should know exactly what to do, or that you should always have the right habit, or whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. A fixed mindset is a mindset where we don't grow, and it's a mindset that thinks that how we are is how we're going to be for the rest of our life. Whereas a growth mindset allows you the opportunity to grow, to increase your intelligence, to increase your knowledge, therefore building your confidence into being able to achieve exactly what it is that you want to achieve. In a growth mindset, you take responsibility of learning, and you take responsibility of what it is that you need to do in order to move forward with what it is that you're trying to learn. In a growth mindset, you motivate yourself, and you take charge of motivating yourself in order to reach that goal that you're trying to reach.
Thank you times infinity for spending time with me. It really means a lot. Putting yourself first will really help escalate your goals, your dreams, and I love being on the journey with you. So make sure you come and tell me on my Instagram at Whole Health, which is HOL_health, and comment below this podcast photo to share your thoughts on my show today. And if you enjoyed it, please leave me a 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify so that I can keep bringing amazing value to you. I'm sending you truckloads of love, power, and joy. Bye.